Hi, this is Jason Palmisano, founder and CEO of Trinity Fitness, sitting in a Cessna 172 aircraft. It's one that I've recently learned how to fly. I've gotten my private pilot certificate, and it's a blast. I've really enjoyed the challenge of learning this new adventure. People ask me, Jason, what caused you to take up flying at this stage of your life? 25th wedding anniversary, kids are growing, really moving out of the house at this point. I've got a 21-year-old, 19-year-old that's in the military, 18-year-old that's off in college, and then a 16-year-old left at home. This must be a midlife crisis that you're facing. Yes? Absolutely not. Let me share with you what was going on in my mind and heart several years ago that led me to this point. A very dear friend of mine, Del Wright, when he turned 40, now I'm 2 years older than Del, so I was 42 at the time. Del, when he turned 40, to celebrate that milestone in his life, he gathered a handful of his closest friends, rented a cabin in Tennessee, had us all come over just to celebrate with him that weekend and celebrate his life. And we did things like whitewater rafting, hiking, rappelling, all things like that. It was awesome. It was an awesome trip. But I remember, now whitewater rafting, I remember we did that, and that's something that I've done throughout the course of my life and always have enjoyed the adventure of whitewater rafting. Of course, the water's cold. You know that. If you've ever been whitewater rafting, you know the water's cold. Well, it came to a point in the river where everything got calm, and somebody yelled out, "Everybody out of the boat!" And everybody flipped over backwards, you know, and just started horsing around and having a great time. Everybody except me. I remember sitting up on the edge of that raft thinking, I am not getting out of this boat. I hate cold water. You know, I'm not into that. And I just sat there in the boat and watched everybody having a great time, thinking to myself, what happened to me? Because normally I'm the guy that's yelling, "Everybody out of the boat!" You know, and swinging from the tree rope and all that stuff. And I just found myself sitting there going, where is my sense of adventure? What happened to me? And at that point, Trinity Fitness was, maybe a couple of years old or so. And I was engrossed in starting that. I was also full-time in another ministry I'd started. Plus, I was starting another ministry called America's Kids Coach. And so I had all three of these things going, and I just got so entrenched in entrepreneurship, starting businesses, ministries, trying to reach as many people as I can, learning, you know, kind of new technology stuff, and which takes me a while because I'm not a techie, that I just found myself in a rut. And what I discovered was that somebody who's always loved adventure, who's always been very goal-driven, all of a sudden the adventure was gone, and with it was my creativity. And it was an aha moment for me that when I'm adventurous, when I fuel the adventurous spirit in myself, it stimulates the creative juices in me as well. And those sorts of things were going away, and I was in the humdrum routine of just grinding life out, and I wasn't enjoying life, is what I found. So here we are now, 7 years after that point. Well, I really feel like that thought process of adventure, stimulating creativity, stimulating, you know, growth in my life, that was, you know, stirring in me for about 4 years before I really did anything about it. And then I started thinking seriously, what can I do? And you know, I had a goal of running 50 marathons in 50 different states by the time I was 50. Then I started having kids, and that went by the wayside. I really didn't want to, you know, I kind of went down that road and was, you know, did a lot of road racing and stuff. I'm like, I don't want I don't want to get so involved in that again. It's crazy. I live in Florida on a barrier island that's only a half a mile wide. I'm surrounded by water, but I don't like water sports. It's crazy. So I'm not a surfer. I'm not a boater. You know, I'm not a scuba diver, although all of those things are so plentiful around here. I thought, what can I do? And then the thought of learning how to fly an airplane came to me. And I did it. I was like, okay. Never in a million years did I ever imagine there would be so many mathematical equations having to do with being a pilot. I feel like I need to go back and apologize to all of my math teachers, saying, I'm sorry, I never paid attention. This stuff really does have application in real life. But anyway, that's the story. That's why I learned how to fly a plane, for the adventure of it, because I know for me that adventure stimulates creativity, and creativity gives me great business ideas and great ministry ideas when I'm letting my mind go and I'm just challenging myself in different ways. So I just encourage you in that. If you're one in your stage of life that you're like, man, I need to do something to stimulate some kind of adventure, creativity, simply because I want to be the best husband that I could be, or wife that I could be, or father that I could be, or entrepreneur, or ministry person, and you need some creativity and adventure, challenge your mind, challenge your heart, challenge yourself physically. Do something to stimulate growth in your life, and I promise you, you will not be disappointed. All right, well, I hope that helps you. Until next time, God bless.